Welcome to Back of House Business Innovation. Did you know that 60% of Australian businesses fail in the first 3 years? Truly, it's true. So what I do at Back of House is I teach people how to look at things differently, so instead of being a statistic, they actually become a success. So today in the studio with me I have Genevieve Matthews, who is a business mentor and also the creator of Art of Extraordinary. So today we will look at how you can use business success strategies to be in that top 10% that actually has awesome profits instead of being at the bottom 10%. I can't wait to hear what you have to say today.
Oh, thanks, Deborah. It's great to be here and great to be talking about this topic of excelling, being really successful and thriving. And the Art of Extraordinary is that it's about what is the extra of the ordinary that we need to be extraordinary. And most people think in their business that it's about the doing. It's what they've got to go and do, what's next. They're on the treadmill. And I'd like for a moment just to say, let's hop off the treadmill and look at what the critical thinking strategies are that we need in business to be successful.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds wonderful. I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, it's about the thinking, because sometimes we need to stop and think about who we're being in the business, not just what we're doing.
That's very true.
And the first one, would you like to play the cards?
Absolutely. I absolutely would love to.
So we've chosen 4 favourites today to help everyone that is listening and watching. And the very first is know what's important. Okay. And when I mean a critical thinking strategy, it's about thinking this. And when you keep know what's important at the top of your mind, you are reminded on a daily basis of what's important for the business.
That's right. So that, of course, that's having coffee, taking time to talk to people, all those sorts of things.
It's what's important for you in your business. So, for example, working with an owner of a business, his was about his gym environment, the space being really clean and tidy, and had a problem with his staff's behaviour because they weren't picking up equipment and packing it away.
Right, okay. Now, so I guess he was getting very tense, wasn't he?
It was frustrating him, and so often we're dealing with behaviours in a business, but we haven't necessarily articulated to our team why it's important firstly. So that one is cleanliness, but it's safety. And more importantly, it's about pride, it's about respect of an environment. Right. So when we're clear and articulate what's important to us as a business owner, to our team, our staff, then they can be on that same page and on the same bus.
Well,
that's right. Gets it.
Absolutely. It's all about good communication, and so people can understand and all that sort of stuff.
And being really clear about it, not just nitpicking about the behaviours on a day-to-day basis, but really stating very loudly and clearly why it's so important. So that's a really big one. The next one for a business owner is also being great at embracing uncertainty.
Okay. Well, I think that sounds a bit scary.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So many people want to stay in their comfort zone.
They do, I know.
Keep doing what they've been doing forever.
Well, that's right, because it's just so much more comfortable to do that. I mean, I often find it going into businesses as well, you know, they do things the same way all the time because it just works, but, you know, is it really efficient or not? So, yeah, it's a very good point.
So sometimes they've got to stretch themselves and they've got to be able to embrace the uncertainty of not knowing what's ahead, but trusting mostly themselves that they'll make it work for the business and for themselves, and having good relationships with people like you, holding hands, helping, supporting them through the process, I think is really important too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have to, business is not about just being in business by yourself. It's actually always have people around you. I mean, and they can be all sorts of people, could be external, bookkeepers, accountants, mentors, all sorts of things, but yeah, they can all help you with doing that. So yeah, it's a very good point.
Yeah, all about the team.
Card. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the next favourite is say yes and work out how, because very often if we don't know how to do something, we get stopped and we're actually blocked by doing it. Whether that might be something like video blogging for your business, whether it might be putting in zero because you don't know how to yet. There are so many different elements to running a business that we go, oh, I don't know, so I just won't do it. And so then we stop, we procrastinate forever on stuff.
And get frustrated again. So,
it goes round and around the head. So if we have an attitude of say yes and work out how, then invariably we'll be more proactive to taking those risks and embracing that uncertainty, because we'll say yes to it, then we'll work out how.
Do it, yeah. Have a plan.
The final one's a really important thinking strategy, because too often we can forget to be grateful for everything that we have in the business.
Even if it's a problem that's happened today, there's always something out of it you can learn, isn't there? So.
Totally, absolutely, we learn. And gratitude and appreciation isn't just about doing it, it's about really being it. How do you live and be grateful and appreciative. And it's the little thank yous. You know, every email gets started with a thank you. Every person that you see, thanks for coming in, thanks for making the time. Even thanking customers. There are so many businesses you'll go in and out of where you feel underappreciated, and hence people will move. They'll go to a different business. So gratitude's a great one.
Yeah, absolutely. I find also if people have debtors that haven't paid them for a while and you've been hassling them, you should really just always say thank you to them as well, because then it will encourage them to pay sooner next time as well. So
absolutely,
rather than going, oh well, she only ever calls me when she wants money, but to actually get that, oh, she get thank me for it as well. Oh, maybe I'll do it more faster next time. Yeah, it's amazing the power of gratitude. In any sort of thing. So.
Really powerful tool.
Yeah,
so thanks for having me here today. I appreciate that, and trust that you've found some of those mantras useful, because they really will. If you can think those on a day-to-day basis, week to week, month to month, year to year, you really change the way you're doing business, and get out of your comfort zone and take some new risks, take some opportunities, and think differently in business.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you very much for that, Genevieve. And so there you go, everyone. This is how you become the top 10% and have an awesome business. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.